We are just down to a matter of days before the contract deadline between the Big Three and the UAW. And we're learning tonight that the United Auto Workers are willing to compromise on at least one of the items that they were asking for. Michael Sandlin joins us live from the east side of Toledo. And Michael, if this strike happens, we want to talk about the economic impact this could have on Toledo. But first, what about those compromises we heard about?
Well, Jeff, we just heard out of Detroit this afternoon that UAW has agreed to lower its demand for pay raises down to the mid 30% range, showing that UAW President Shawn Fain is willing to compromise on even some of the union's biggest issues. But compromise doesn't mean that a deal has been reached yet, and experts are still warning that if they don't reach one by the Thursday deadline, billions of dollars could be lost on both sides of the picket line. The countdown draws ever closer to the Thursday night deadline. And according to Anderson Economic Group, if a strike does happen, the total economic losses to UAW workers, the manufacturers, and to the entire auto industry could result in $5 billion in losses after just 10 days.
What the car makers have to decide is, okay, how much damage can I take for a strike versus a bad contract that may hobble me with very high costs for very many years, and 5, 6, 7 years down the road, I may have to go back and ask workers for concessions. So they're balancing that out.
Meanwhile, the UAW has its own balancing act, holding out for better contracts for their workers while also asking them to live on nothing more than their $500 a week strike pay and whatever savings they may have.
Maybe they don't pay their heating bills or their air conditioning bills. If you don't have the income and you don't have the savings, you have to make cuts. And it's painful for the families of those auto workers.
And the potential impact goes well beyond just automakers and their workers. With the companies and workers both tightening their belts, their lack of spending could lead to an even bigger domino effect.
Their spending is going to affect the incomes of other people, and they're going to turn around and spend less as well. So that it could have a multiplier impact on the economy in the long run.
Such as in 2019, when Detroit was thrown into an economic recession after the GM strike. But this time it's all three Detroit automakers, something that's never happened before. And Anderson Economic predicts the Motor City and surrounding communities could be hit even harder and at an even quicker pace. But both experts I spoke to are confident it's too expensive for both sides to let the strike become a prolonged battle.
Both sides are going to have to give a little bit, and once both sides feel the pain, they will have an incentive to do that.
Just this afternoon, we also released a statement, or we received rather, a statement from Stellantis saying that weekend negotiations with UAW were positive, saying that they've reached early agreements on health and safety features of a potential new contract. Right now, we have no word yet on anything from the other two auto manufacturers. Reporting in East Toledo, Michael Sandlin for WTOL 11.